What is going on, All Terrain Nation? It's your buddy Dave here in Brooks today, and we've got a new 2021 F250 Super Duty to test out, and I'm not going to do a major review on it per se, but we're going to have some fun with it, drive it around, I'll give you my impressions of it, and we'll go from there. But we're also going to the shooting range, so let's go get our pew-pew on. All right, there she is. 2021 Ford F250 powerstroke, big diesel in this thing. And what's cool about this one is it's a work truck, so it's not some fancy King Ranch or anything. This thing is made to do the work, and let's see if it can do it. All right, so very, very light hood on this thing, and look at this beefcake. But first, how are we gonna look at it? Let's put our foot up there. Let's hop up here. All right, very, very big diesel engine in this thing, 6.7 liter. You got dual batteries in this thing, and it's not made to look sharp, it's just made to perform, and that's what this engine is all about. If you want some cool looking engine, well, you know, Ford's not about this. This truck is made to just work. Like I said earlier, nothing about this thing is to look like, you know, like a street truck. This thing is made to work. And let's shut this hood and listen. Listen to that. That's Super Duty tough right there. All right, so the seats in this thing are exactly what you would expect for a work truck style. But the bolstering in these things, I will say, it's pretty nice, very comfortable. I did about 60 miles in these things. Lots of comfort. No, the AC and everything worked great, and I felt very comfortable in these seats. But you got cup holders and all that. But what if you need more space? It's a work truck after all, and yeah, you just pop that up and you're ready to go. If you want fancy, the F250 Super Duty is not the truck for you. This thing it's made to be abused. Ford knows this thing's gonna get scratched up, just tore up. It's what it is. But let's look in the back of this thing, because for one, if you want power assisted tailgates, get the Lariat or King Ranch. This is a truck, and it does truck things, right? That's what you expect. Still, it's a light tailgate, but there's no assisting on that. And as you can see, there's no bed liner, there's nothing in the back, because Ford knows the purpose of this vehicle, what people buy these things for. They want a truck that you just don't, I hate to say you don't care about, but it just needs to go do heavy duty truck things, and so be it. But the tailgate on this thing, not heavy, but not light by any means either. But you just do whatever trucks do like this, man. You just go out there and tow whatever you need to tow, or just in this case, it actually has snowplow attachments, which is really crazy. But all right, so AC and all this pretty common now. This is pretty much every Ford now has the same layout, so that's nothing new. But we got four-wheel drive, you got your brake controller, and we got barely any miles on this thing. So let's go to the road and put some miles on this thing, and go from there. We're just cruising along here at about 65 miles an hour, and just enjoying the trip. We're going to the OK Corral here in Woodbury, Tennessee, and we're gonna go shoot some guns. But I wanted to just this gives me a good 18 miles or so each way to just kind of get a feel for this thing. And I have to say, it's a work truck, so the ride, it's tuned to be, you know, it's a little stiffer. You definitely can feel the little bumps more than you would in a normal F-150, but overall, it's still a very, very comfortable ride. The seats are pretty nice. You got nice armrest, which is actually a seat. It looks like that'll flip up, and the new diesel technology is so nice with the way that it's quiet. You know, you get a lot of power. I haven't had to get into this too much just yet. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's turn off that cruise. Let's gun her down here. We'll do all right. Still very quiet. You didn't hear any of the old school diesels. You would have heard the rattling, and I mean, it would have taken off, but definitely would have been noticeable. And these new diesels, I'm always surprised when I drive one that it's like a gas engine with, now that you add DEF to it, unfortunately. But just a beautiful ride out here in a nice Ford truck. All right, so there is your Ford F250 Super Duty. Once again, I want to say thank you to my buddy Rick over there for letting me test this thing out. Like I said, I put about 60 miles on this thing today, and it was a blast. Suspension is definitely tuned to be a work truck. It's made to haul heavy things. It's not always the softest ride and forgiving, but it's still not bad compared to the old stuff that I used to drive, man. Some old Super Duties would just beat the crap out of you. And Ford's done a really good job at this. Fuel economy, from what I could tell, my limited time, wasn't too bad. It's a diesel, you know, probably on the highway, if you didn't load anything in this thing, you'd be great. Once you start loading them down, you know, it affects that. But overall, I'm very happy with this thing. I'd like to do a long-term review on one of these sometime. So hey, Ford, my driveway's got an empty spot right now. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, so guys, in the comments below, let me know what you think about this. Are you interested in seeing me actually do hardcore reviews on these things? I just wanted to throw this one out there and get y'all's opinions. So from all things two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, it does not matter what you drive, because this is your all-terrain nation, and I'm your host, David Boyd, and we've been talking about the Ford Super Duty. Kick ass, brother. Peace.